Mr. President, the Senate notes that several communities in South-South, especially starting from Oshimili South and Ndokwa West and Ndokwa East areas of Delta State, up to Delta Central and Delta South, as I said before, heading towards Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River State. Alarmed that this perennial flooding, driven by incessant rise in water levels, has worsened in recent days, overwhelming homes, schools, and farmlands. Also alarmed that farmers are being forced to prematurely harvest their crops where they have the opportunity. Livestock have been lost, as I said before. Worried that the education of young children has come to a halt, as many schools are inaccessible and healthcare services are struggling to function due to the devastating impact of the floods. Equally worried that many residents have fled their homes, seeking refuge in temporary shelters and elevated areas, including primary schools, while others are forced to sleep outdoors or on platforms, awaiting the opening of officially displaced persons camps. Concerned that flooding has also cut off major roads, leaving entire communities isolated and worsening the already desperate conditions. And if urgent emergency intervention is not provided, the suffering of these communities will intensify, potentially leading to even greater and more tragic losses. Accordingly, Mr. President, the prayers are as follows: urge the federal government through the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to provide emergency relief to the affected communities in South-South. That's what it is again, including food, clean water, medical supplies, shelter, to address the urgent needs of displaced persons. Call on Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development to expedite the establishment of fully equipped IDP camps in the flood-hit areas, ensuring displaced persons are provided with safe and secure accommodation. 3, urge the Federal Ministry of Works to provide dredging of the River Niger, and constructing embankments along the floodplain to provide a lasting solution to the perennial flooding in the area and other parts of the country. 4, mandate the Senate Committee on Environment to conduct an urgent assessment of the affected areas and report back with recommendations for a permanent solution to this recurring disaster that has long hindered the development and welfare of South-South as a whole. So I so move, Mr. President.
The Senator Mbigi.